Listen closely, because what you're about to hear isn't just another motorcycle story, it's the story of a machine built for those who refuse to live life at idle speed. A story that begins with a heartbeat of steel, an echo of power, and the roar of freedom tearing through the wind. This isn't about getting from point A to point B. This is about making every inch of the journey unforgettable. This is the Mahindra Mojo XT300. The first time you see it, you know something's different. That aggressive stance, the twin-pod headlamps staring down the road like a predator locking onto its prey. That sculpted fuel tank, big, bold, and unapologetically muscular, waiting to be gripped by a rider who knows exactly what they're doing. Even before you turn the key, it feels alive. But make no mistake, looks are just the opening act. Inside this beast sits a 295cc liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine, fine-tuned for performance and endurance. Twist that throttle and you unleash 27 horses with a deep, throaty growl that isn't just sound, it's a declaration. A 6-speed gearbox ensures that no matter where the road bends, you've always got the perfect gear to dominate it. And the torque, 30 Newton meters at just 5,500 RPM, means you've got that instant surge every time you need to break free from the pack. And yet, the Mojo XT300 isn't all brute force. It's a masterclass in balance. You've got that long 1,465mm wheelbase that gives stability even when you're pushing limits. You've got upside-down front forks that soak up rough terrain like they were born for it, and a gas-charged rear monoshock that keeps you planted, even when the road beneath you wants to shake you off. This is where confidence is forged, when you know your machine can take everything the ride throws at it. You see, the XT in XT300 stands for Extreme Tourer. And that's not just marketing, it's a philosophy. This bike isn't for Sunday parking lot posing. It's for those who look at a map and see possibilities, not distances. For those who measure life not in days, but in miles. That's why you've got a massive 21-liter fuel tank. That's right, 21 liters. While others are hunting for fuel stations, you're already halfway to your next adventure. Now, let's talk comfort, because endurance means nothing without it. That wide, well-padded seat. The upright riding posture. The perfectly placed handlebars. This isn't a bike that punishes you for riding it, it rewards you. You can sit on this machine for hours, watch the world change around you, and still feel fresh when you dismount. And with its dual exhausts, not just for style, but tuned for perfect resonance, you're riding in a soundtrack that's as addictive as the journey itself. But here's where it gets interesting, because the Mojo XT300 hides a few secrets. Not the kind of secrets you brag about at the coffee shop. The kind of secrets you discover mid-ride and think, they really thought about this. Like the Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 tires, top-tier rubber for maximum grip whether you're carving through corners or cruising straight highways. Like the engine's smooth low-end power delivery that makes city riding as effortless as highway cruising. Like the twin exhaust system, which not only looks stunning but also optimizes back pressure for a more refined performance. And while many bikes in this segment force you to compromise, power or comfort, style or practicality, the Mojo XT300 refuses to choose. It gives you all of it. You get the long travel suspension for rough patches, the stable geometry for high-speed runs, and the endurance-friendly ergonomics for cross-country treks. This is a bike built for the ones who live on both sides of the horizon. Now, about the price. When the Mojo XT300 first arrived, people expected it to be priced like a dream they couldn't reach. But Mahindra did something clever. They brought it within the grasp of the serious rider without compromising its soul. At around 1.89 lakh rupees ex-showroom, it's a statement. Premium performance doesn't always have to come with a premium that drains your bank account. This is a tourer that delivers more than it asks. And yet, numbers alone can't tell this story. You have to feel it. The way it pulls from a standstill, clean and eager. The way it leans into a corner like it's whispering, "Trust me." The way the engine note changes at 5,000 RPM and suddenly you're not riding anymore, you're flying. And when you hit that open stretch of road, when the sky opens wide and the wind wraps around you, that's when you understand, this is not transportation. This is transformation. Because here's the truth. Every motorcycle is a mirror. It reflects who you are when the helmet goes on. Some riders want attention. Some want speed, but the Mojo XT300. It's for the ones who want to belong, not to a crowd, but to the road itself. Every bolt, every curve, every note of its exhaust has been shaped with that purpose in mind. So picture it, dawn breaks, you roll the Mojo out of the garage. The air is still, the road is yours. You thumb the starter, instant ignition. The engine settles into that steady, confident purr. You pull away, and within minutes, the city is behind you. Fields, hills, rivers flashing in the distance. You're not chasing the horizon. You're carrying it with you. You stop for fuel, eventually. Someone walks up. Nice bike, they say. You nod, smile, and maybe, just maybe, you tell them about the power, the comfort, the hidden details that make it yours. But most of the time, you just swing your leg back over, fire it up, and ride. Because words can't do justice to the feeling. And that's the real magic of the Mahindra Mojo XT300. It's not about specs. It's not about price. It's about what happens between the start and the stop. It's about finding out that you can go farther than you thought possible, not just on the map, but in life. It's about riding into the unknown and realizing that, for once, you're exactly where you're meant to be. So the question isn't whether this is the bike for you. The question is, are you the rider for this bike? Because once you take the saddle, once you feel that engine under you, once you taste that freedom, it's not just a ride anymore. It's a part of who you are.